Galatians 5:22-23. The fruit of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law.
Hey, how's music camp?
Horrible. Awful. He did wonderful. All at the same time.
Really? What happened?
Well, the way my week started out was horrible and awful. You see, at camp, there was this girl named Tess Ryder.
I bet something's going to happen with her. Is she evil?
Sort of. At least I thought she was.
Cha-ching!
Anyways, so as you know, we all arrived on Monday, and that day went as planned. It wasn't until that night that things went wrong. We were all in our cabins getting ready for bed. I was in the bathroom brushing my hair. The room was loud as it always is before bed. I was in the back. Oh, wait. But suddenly, things got very, very quiet. Suspiciously quiet. I heard whispers. And then before I knew it, I heard a million screams all at once.
A million?
Okay, so it wasn't technically a million, but have you ever heard 17 teenage girls scream all at once?
I've heard you.
Very funny. But anyways, I ran into the room to check it out. And then I saw the most horrible thing.
A monster? A rat? A three-eyed koala bear?
No, a three-eyed koala bear?
It was in the movie I once saw.
No, all of my sheet music was torn across the floor in pieces.
That's the most horrible thing you've ever seen?
Yes.
So what did you do?
Believe it or not, I did nothing. I stayed calm, picked up my sheet music, and placed it in my bed. But I knew who had done it.
Tess.
Yep, and that's only the first day. From then on, she did more and more worse things. At points, I would get blamed for things she had done. She mixed up my food in the food court. She placed rubber snakes in my locker. She put rats in my bed. Stole my towel after we went to the pool, and more. I couldn't make sense of it. I hadn't done anything to her, and all of her schemes I never responded to negatively.
It doesn't make sense.
Well, what happened?
So it was the day before the end of camp, and I was walking down the hall from choir practice, and then suddenly I felt something from underneath my feet. My feet flew up, and I landed smack on my face. Next, all I heard was laughter. Pounding laughter filled the hallway. I looked up, and there was Tess. Her face was beaming, and her eyes said, "Ha, I got you." But in that moment, I decided she hadn't got me. I remembered in the Bible where Jesus talks about turning the other cheek, and I also thought about how it says in the fruit of the Spirit to have self-control. Right then, self-control smacked me in the face. Instead of yelling at Tess for what she had done, or running off and crying, I pulled myself onto my feet. I went over to Tess and asked if she was okay. She looked astonished. I walked over to my locker and placed my folder in it. Everything went back to normal.
So you said your week was wonderful. From what I can see, nothing has been too wonderful.
Well, that's what's coming up. On the last day of camp, I was walking to my locker to clean it out when I heard someone crying. I walked down the hall, and then I saw Tess. "Tess, what's wrong?" I asked. She tried to protest that it didn't matter, but I could tell something was really wrong. Finally, she blurted that her brother had just died in a car accident. She also admitted that she had a difficulty grieving, and she often acts out. And she was puzzled.
About what?
Why I didn't respond poorly in return to all of her antics. I told her about Jesus' love and redemption, and you know what? She asked me to pray with her to become a Christian. We are now going to stay in contact so I can help her on her spiritual journey.
Wow, that's awesome. I think you showed the fruit of the Spirit in more ways than just self-control.
Now, what do you mean?
You showed love to her when she was hurting, joy throughout the week, and peace and patience with her antics, kindness even when none of it was given in return, goodness in the way you continue to do the right thing, faithfulness to her now, gentleness in the way you responded and in the way you listened, and self-control in not responding negatively to her tricks. And look, your